Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to Brick It You Buy It number 3, where here we have the 2016 LEGO Spider-Man Ultimate Bridge Battle. I believe this is based on the show. As for the figures, we have Scorpion, Spider-Man, we got a Vulture, technically not in the set, but I just thought he looked cool because of those eggs over there. And then of course our Kraven and Green Goblin. Just a reminder for the people who are new to this, just clicked on this video, new to the channel. This series is where I come up with sets and I try to recreate them, real sets, but I try to recreate them based on pieces that I already have. And then at the end of the video, I will rate it based on how easily I was able to recreate it and whether you should brick it or you should buy it, which one would be worth it. So getting straight into this set, this was honestly one of the most easy ones for me to recreate out of this entire series, if I'm being honest. Except a few minor things. I had to change it to use these gray pieces. Usually it would be the long pieces that come out and have that kind of sharp poke coming out of them. Don't know how to describe it. But yeah, I just ended up using this, and it honestly looked even better. And it worked out fine. But yeah, other than that, some of these, I used a lot of these stud pieces, stud bricks. Some of them I had to use the shorter stud bricks and put a thing on them, or a little one stud on them. Seemed to work out fine. Other than that, like, honestly, I had to color a few bricks. Some of these, usually it was supposed to be flat, but I ended up using some red ones because I had a bunch of red ones, red slopes instead of red flat ones. But other than that, honestly, like, this set is, like, surprisingly so easy to recreate. For a set with 1,000 pieces, this is probably one of the easiest one to do. But yeah, I'll kind of show around this set. In here we've got Kraven's hideout. You can kind of see a bit better into there from this view, because this wall actually pops off, and then you can see in there you got, this is supposed to be a spear, that I just used one of those long gray pieces. But yeah, this was probably the hardest one to recreate, this little bottom part, which was discouraging because this is the first one they have you build. But other than that, honestly, it was so easy. In here, also another thing, these Spider-Man web pieces. A lot of people probably don't have very many of those. I know I don't. I only had one of them, and I ended up using it on this taxi part here. And over here, you can see I only had one other, so I used the gray one because this seemed kind of important. But otherwise, during the set, it would be like, they would be all over. Like, you see there's one part, you can put it in here, put it in here. It would be all over. And there's also, as for the Spider-Man web pieces, this set came with so many of them. Usually you can see this part moves when you move the flag up and down. Usually you would put in a spider web piece there, and it would, if there was like a villain coming across the bridge, well, goodbye Vulture, you would be able to kind of like throw down a net onto them, which would be kind of cool. But honestly, other than that, yeah, pretty similar. This taxi was pretty easy to recreate, just had to color a few pieces yellow. This part comes in and out, which was pretty easy. There were a lot of, honestly, a lot of sticker pieces, actually. But if you have, like, paint markers or paint pens, very easy to recreate the stickers by just drawing on them, and they come off so easy. Do not use Sharpie, it will not come off, but paint pens, you can honestly just scrape it off with your thumb. It's that easy. I had to paint a lot of these. You'll see, like, in between the cracks, I painted this entire thing black pretty much. But usually there would be cracks. I just didn't put in the cracks yet. But yeah, I also painted the flag because there's so many, like, sticker pieces, honestly. Actually, technically the set does not come with one of these. I just thought it would be perfect because the Green Goblin does come with this flying, like, his flying saucer or whatever. And that would be so good for displaying. So I did end up doing that for displaying him. Other than that, yeah, there's not too many other play features. This set, for like a $500 set, this doesn't have too many play features, considering this is like supposed to be like a play set. But this does move in and out so that Kraven can get into his lair there. I didn't have too many of the Technic pieces, so what I ended up doing is, usually there would be a ball in here, you can see. Usually you use a Technic ball, but I just used a little 2x1 brick there. Seemed to work fine, honestly, just as well as the other one. not better. But as for those Technic pieces that would fall off, this would usually crumble into two. There would be a Technic piece here where you'd be able to flick a little lever and it falls off. But I did not have, it was very complicated, honestly. It was too much for too little. So I ended up just ignoring that because it was not a big part of the set anyways. But that would be a play feature. Other than that, yeah, there's not too much about this set. It is huge. It's 1,000 pieces. 1,000 pieces, but currently, since it's a retired set from like 9 years ago, it is around like $500 if you try to buy this now. So as for my actual review, I would say that this is, I would give it like a 95, honestly. Like, this was so easy to do. I mean, it took me a few days, but like, I did not have to change too many pieces. I didn't have to modify anything. Honestly, if you were to buy this set, I would say the only reason you would is for the figures, because I don't think Scorpion, I'll get into a fig showcase after this, but Kraven the Hunter, this Kraven fig, like, if you want to not custom it and get it like for real, it would be like $50. So that's like a good quarter of the set's price, honestly, and I think that's the reason. But yeah, let's get into the fig showcase. I'll get into that more, and how I did those. Alright, so this will probably be the shortest fig case I've done on this, fig showcase I've done on this channel, because usually the set comes with 6 figures, actually, 3 villains and 3 heroes. But I was only able to recreate this Spider-Man because I did not have the pieces for Scarlet Spider, or I think it was Spider-Woman that also came with this one. But I was able to recreate Green Goblin. I just colored, the hat actually came in a CMF series, that I was able to, for an elf, a Christmas elf, but you were able to color it purple on this part, and the ears green. Works for a perfect Green Goblin, actually. If you guys are a fan of this channel, all 3 of you, you'll remember I did do a Green Goblin figure for my custom Lego Helicarrier. That was more kind of Lego Marvel superhero style, not trying to make it more like this. But I did end up, because I had this piece, but I forgot that I could use it. I didn't realize I could paint it, so I ended up just changing the head to make it look like it was more like had like a Christmas hat on. But moving on to Spider-Man, usually this is pretty much how it is, except I did give him dual molded legs. I think that looks so much better. And then Kraven, I was surprised with how easily I was able to recreate Kraven. I think this is perfect, honestly. Same with Scorpion. I didn't have this piece, so I ended up actually just using glue gun. It honestly took the longest out of these. The figures are honestly what would make it worth it if you did want to buy the set. To be honest, because this Kraven figure is like $100 anyways. But yeah, glue gun this. I used the Scorpion. I put a little bit of Venom on the end there. And yeah, there's also Vulture, but technically it doesn't come with the set, so I'm going to stay out of that. And Galactus coming soon. And yeah, that is the set. You brick it, you buy it. I would say you brick it. And that's all for today. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.